Hello friends, welcome to the Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. So in today's edition, I have my brother Selassie of Sahara Football who has joined us. I like to call him Sahara Desert. Thanks for joining us. So today we are going to do something simple. The European season, some has started, some is about to kick off. We are going to talk about Ghanaian players that will be playing in Europe and our expectation and how we want them to play. We also give you the class they are playing for so that you can also follow them on their actions and what they are going to do. If today is your first time, as usual, hit on the subscription button, hit on the notification bell so that when we post, you'll be the first to see. So let's go straight into it.
Sure.
Let's start with the goalkeepers, like obviously. So we have Atizigi.
Yeah, Lawrence Atizigi, he plays currently for St. Gallen in Switzerland. And I'm expecting him to be in between the sticks for St. Gallen. I don't think anything will change in that respect. Exactly. I expect him to continue in that stead. But Atizigi, after getting a new contract, more or less cementing his place as the Black Stars number one, it's obvious that probably
he would continue
like that.
As a goalkeeper,
he's one of the goalkeepers who plays consistently. And with goalkeeping and the likes, you have to be playing consistently to have match fitness. So, Atizigi in St. Gallen, to be interesting to see how things go on that front for him. I'm expecting him to still be starting all the games.
Yeah, because, before the season would start, there were reports that he's getting offers around, but he decided to stay and then continue to play. Let's talk about another goalkeeper, Jojo Allacott. He has struggled with injury and then playing.
Yeah, but that finger injury ahead of the World Cup. Joe Allacott, I expect him to also get a few match days.
Because I think now he has moved,
He's moved to Hibernian on his first day. Between the sticks, he got injured. It's not been easy for Joe Allacott. So I'm wishing him all the best. I hope he does find a purple patch where he can play regularly for his club side, because as I say, as a goalkeeper, you have to play regularly.
Yeah, you need to be consistent so that you don't lose your Black Stars position.
That's it. That's what happened to Joe Allacott.
Good.
The finger injury and everything, and he lost his position.
Because our interest now is the Black Stars too as well. So because you need to consistently play so that it will
so that you can
influence the Black Stars. So let's go to the defenders. There are so many Ghanaian players playing around, but we have to narrow it down to the Black Stars players and the squad. Let's go to defenders. I think let's talk about Gideon Mensah, left back.
Gideon Mensah, left back, was able to get his team back into the French Ligue 1. Excited for him. I'm looking forward to see how they perform in the French. AJ Auxerre with him, compatriot Elisha Owusu as well. It's going to be interesting to see how they perform, I think. Gideon, with the Black Stars, we all have our complaints about him, and he's not been, would I say, the best of left backs.
Ever since
Baba
stop calling
competition has not been so great at that point, and it's more or less a position for him.
Yeah,
he has commanded that position. Yeah, it's no competition there. So I think
let's another Ghanaian that maybe we need to Barbara Man. We don't know whether he would.
Yeah, he's having an amazing season. He scored recently in a qualifier for his club side, a late equalizer in their qualifiers for the UCL. I think we need him, but we've not been treating him well. So
the supporters,
it's a tricky one there. So I think we hope he does agree to play.
But
for
on club
us.
side, I think he's doing well. Wish him the best of luck there. Let's go to centre backs. Salisu, one player that's obviously he's a very talented.
Yes, Monaco scored his first goal in preseason. Has scored in the league last season. Injuries did not help him. When he even signed for them, he had to be out for a while. So it's all a process for him, and I think the rest of the team. I'm hoping he gets match fitness,
and then he'll be able to play. Jiku going to play under Mourinho.
Obviously, unfortunately, they qualify for the Europa. Couldn't get into the UCL, but it is what it is.
He under Mourinho, Charlie,
he'll be a
different player, I think. Yeah, because Mourinho will work on your mentality apart from the football, and it will definitely help you. Let's talk about Ali Dusedu, Tariq Lamptey, and Tariq Lamptey. Let's see how Tariq Lamptey, for instance. I am worried for the guy. Very good player, but injuries the worry. Maybe this year, if we just go somewhere, pray for him. Go get injured.
Tariq Lamptey It's one of those players, if he's available and in form, you see the best from him. I'm expecting him to...
We need him to be fit.
We need him to be fit, obviously. I think Tariq with Brighton this season, well, I'm hoping for the best, but I hope he stays fit first and foremost.
That's the most important.
That's the most important thing. Right now, I'm hearing he will not start the season, meaning he will not be available for Black Stars, and it could go on.
Too many things may worry me. You are still in England. Let's talk about Mohamed Kudus. Whilst you're in England, and let's talk about Mohamed Kudus.
Mohamed Kudus, obviously, he's raised the bar for himself. Yes, so he knows the expectations of him for next season will not be anywhere lower than what he himself has set, especially after that final day bicycle kick goal against Manchester City, the champions. It's the bar is set high, and I would like to see how his second season goes. I'm really interested in watching him.
True. Especially he's going to play under a new coach. Things. Whilst you are in England, then let's talk about other players. Jordan Ayew. You see me, I wish he would leave Crystal Palace and go to Leicester.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't think Crystal Palace, the coach really fancies him like that.
Yeah, because they play better without him. Score more goals.
Somehow. In as much as
doesn't hold into the ball and tries to draw fouls. I think there's a way the coach wants to play that Jordan doesn't fit into that Roy Hodgson actually liked.
I mean, now he said he's a number 9.
So
but I think Crystal Palace, he knows the coach there is still in England, because this will be his 10th season in England, and I think he would want to stay. That's why I don't think he would go to Saudi Arabia, because he would want to play for his 10th season, and then he would maybe think of moving. But Crystal Palace would be Leicester City would be a very great fit for him. We'll see. But I'm really hoping that he will do well. Another player that I want us to talk about is Thomas Partey. Injury worried the guy, but this season...
Thomas Partey is also another one. I know he's an amazing player, and Zinchenko video going around saying that he's played with Rodri, he's played with Fernandinho, and Partey is one of the best. He's not joking. He's telling no lies. Partey is good on his day when he's fit and ready to go. I hope that he can maintain his fitness first and foremost, and we'll see where Arsenal can go from there.
A player that attention will be on, it's Patao Ishaku. Exceptional talent for Leicester City.
A debutant in the Premier League.
Now in the English.
Debutant in the Championship, but he stole the show.
Yeah.
Can he do it? Yeah. That's a question. That's a question most of us would want answered, and it's going to be tough, honestly. It's going to be tough, I think.
And their new manager.
And their new manager, Steve Cooper. The Premier League is different, and it's made a fool out of most of the top guys we know. So let's see.
Yeah, but
he has to be humble and take it one game at a time.
Yes, I'm hoping that he'll be able to do well, and then he would excel. Usman Ibrahim signed for Brighton. They've taken him on loan to Feyenoord.
I'm wishing him all the best. Obviously, it's to get more playing time. So we wish him all the best and hope he does get that.
Inaki Williams in Spain. This season, I think this season should be
like the last season was his best goal scoring form. I think I'm expecting him to continue. He's gotten that glass out of his feet.
Yeah, so now
he can play better.
And then we are just hoping that he'll be able to continue with it. Semenyo last season with Bournemouth, he was like second highest
goal scorer. Solanke has left, so he has to fill very big boots. Contract extension to 2029. The sky should be the starting point for him.
Not the limit.
The starting point for him.
Well, there are more Ghanaian players out there. We can't talk about everybody. Fonseca Mankwa has moved into England, the Championship, Norwich City. A couple of players that we still, Usman Bukari is now in MLS, Joseph Pinso is in MLS. There are a couple of Ghanaian players around that you can't
cover everything now.
But we just want you to know these players so that you can also follow them. So there's Usman Bukari in MLS, Joseph Penso is in MLS. There's Brandon Thomas Asante, who has joined the Ghanaian
Coventry.
The coach is former Black Stars assistant coach George Boateng.
The assistant coach, he's still assistant coach at Coventry. George Boateng.
He's the head coach.
He's the head coach there.
Head coach for Coventry, but former assistant for Black Stars. And Kamaldeen Sulemana injured the worry. The guy now his club has come into the English Premier League. We are hoping that they'll be able to do well. there's Elisha who's going to be played in the be playing for Oza in the French league, and a couple of Ghanaian players scattered around. But we try to talk about the big names and the big players that will be. Let me know what you also think about the Ghanaian players. If there's any player that we didn't talk about it, also let us know in the comment section. But let us also have a feel of what you feel about these Ghanaian players and how far you want them to go in this season. We pray for injury free.
Yeah.
So that they can replicate that in the Black Stars when we meet. Because at the end of the day,
that's what
playing to qualify. Because we will play a lot of World Cup qualifiers this season. So wish the boys the best of luck. Selassie.
Sure.
Thanks for having me. We're going to see Selassie often here. You will see me often on his platform. So try and subscribe to Del Soccer and then Sahara Football and Sahara Football Extra. Right? Awesome. Guys, until meet again. Bye-bye for now.